You left, and now the reality of losing you is hitting them harder than they expected. At first, they honestly believed losing you would not affect them it would not affect them that deeply. That is why they acted calm when everything ended. They convinced themselves they would move on quickly. They distracted themselves with attention, noise, fake happiness, and pride because they truly thought your absence would become easy to ignore after some time passed. But now something has changed. Now reality is finally setting in because the truth is losing you did not feel real to them in the beginning. They assumed there will always be nothing chance to reach out whenever they wanted. They assumed there will always be another chance to reach out whenever they wanted. They assumed you would eventually come back emotionally the way you always did before. That false confidence kept them comfortable for a while. But lately, your silence has started feeling permanent. And that realization is affecting them more than they expected. Now they are noticing the absence of your energy in small moments throughout their day. Conversations feel empty. Certain places suddenly remind them of memories they once overlooked. Even simple things are beginning to trigger emotions they tried harder to avoid facing. They missed the comfort you brought into their life. They miss having someone who genuinely cared about them without hidden intentions. They missed the way you listened carefully, the way you understood their moods, and the way your presence made difficult moments feel lighter without even trying too hard. That kind of connection is not easy to replace. And deep down, they know that now. What hurts them most is realizing they took your loyalty for granted while they still had access to you. They became too comfortable thinking your love would always remain available no matter how distant, inconsistent, or emotionally careless they became towards you. But eventually, you became tired too. You stopped forcing conversations. You stopped chasing explanations. You stopped carrying the emotional weight of a connection that was slowly draining you. And once you emotionally let go, they started feeling the shift immediately. Now they replay old moments constantly in their head. They think about conversations they ignore, efforts from you they failed to appreciate, moments where you stayed patient with them even when they did not deserve that patience at all. Those memories are becoming heavier because they now understand your value much clearer than before. And honestly, that realization is painful for them because now they see that you were never easy to replace. You were peace. You were emotional safety. You were consistency in a world filled with temporal people and unset and unstable feelings. Now that you are gone, They are finally understanding what they truly lost. And the reality of losing you is hitting them harder than they expected possibly. And the reality of losing you is hitting them harder than they ever expected possible. Now, they are pretending to be fine in public, but publicly, something inside them is quietly falling apart more.